crap that was happening when the left had power, but they were doing it under racism. This is speech loss, okay? I don't care if you're offended because you're black or because you're Jewish or because whatever it is you think you are that makes you special, okay? You're not special. You can deal with speech. If you need to go home and cry, you can do that. But you don't get to threaten our speech because you think you're untouchable. That's ridiculous. Again, Harvard, the Midas touch. They all go through Harvard. I'm telling you, I know a lot of idiots that went through Harvard. It never made sense to me. Unless it's an operation, unless it's an op running through there. Just leaving that out there. Radisson writes, Muslim man here, born and raised American. Just want to know how awesome, want you to know how awesome you are and let you know how many Muslims around the world appreciate everything that you do. Thank you. I mean, there is so much to unpack with this, by deception, thou wilt do war, especially, of course, in the Middle East. I think Israel has caused a lot of the problems in the Middle East. I mean, what's happening right now today, we didn't even get to this. Syria, they're bombing Damascus. It was Bibi Netanyahu that funded the terrorists. So when you see these stories now, again, they're wiping history yesterday. Go look. Bibi Netanyahu funded al-Nusrat in Syria. He is the reason he toppled Assad's government. They were protecting Christians. Now Zionists are going, look what's happening. Christians are dying in Syria. Yeah, at the behest of Bibi Netanyahu. Who is ISIS? Is anybody still buying that's Muslims? Anybody really not buying that that's the CIA and the Mossad? Is anybody not naturally asking those questions now, given the fact that ISIS never attacks Israel? It doesn't make, in fact, everyone they attack, it's exactly, for whatever reason, it helps out Israel at any given time. And yes, al-Nusrat, which was initially, it's basically an arm of al-Qaeda in Syria. I talked about this with Scott Horton. We had hours on this. He really is the expert on this. We talked about what was going on in Syria. That is Bibi Netanyahu. He toppled Assad. They keep telling you that these people that they are toppling are the murderous, insane people. We knew what was going to happen. The second they toppled Assad, Israel moved their borders. And they're doing everything a lot faster now, all around, whether it's in Lebanon, Syria. They are getting crazy. And it's very clear this is all part of a plan. Okay, this did not happen because of October 7th. This was a plan, and Bibi Netanyahu is executing it. That is my opinion. And I'm going to state it while it's still safe to do so in this country. CA writes, how much do you think the information that Trump has on his hand is worth? 0 if released. Millions or billions if kept secret. His billionaire friends will be happy to pay up for him to keep quiet. Yeah, no, I think it implicates Israel. It's that simple. And in order for his future generation of wealth, the billionaires that are passing the mantle, Ivanka and his family, if they're invested, as I believe they are, they clearly are, in Israel, then you don't want Israel to go out of fashion, to go out of American fashion. It's that simple. I think that's the most obvious answer. At the end of the day, he is a businessman, right? That's what Trump has always been, a businessman. He likes deals. Again, I'm surmising here, but these are fair questions to ask, given the fact that he's now resulted into calling his base stupid. So I'm going to ask those questions. New Safar writes, Candace, identity laundering lets elites rewrite the truth, just like they buried Epstein's client list. Same playbook, erase the past, control the narrative. When will we demand receipts from the untouchables? We're doing it now. We're demanding it now. We're having these conversations now, openly. This is what I am committing my time to because it is so much deeper than you guys even realize. And as we get further along this series, you are going to realize that nothing that we have been told, we are quite literally living in a matrix. We're living in a matrix, and the same people have had power. They have stolen, plundered. They made you think that they're naturally successful. They've all had the hand of Midas on them. They've stolen from us. I mean, really think deeply. I want to leave you on a philosophical point here, but I want you to think deeply about what it means if people that are underqualified just have a hand of Midas on them in life, and they are getting, fake credentials at universities. So while the rest of us are trying to, maybe we'll get a student loan, and then we're putting ourselves into debt. These people are getting into these schools and they're underqualified, and then they're getting into companies to work for, and they're underqualified because what are these people at the end of the day? They're actors. Okay, this is theater. So we're competing, and there's no way we can break into the elite class because they're all acting. That would make us what? Think about that philosophically. It makes us slaves.